Hey, what's up, Shadowguns, mobile gamers? What's up, Awall here. Playing on my NVIDIA Shield TV, we're talking about the top things that Shadowgun War Games needs to do to improve and to succeed. Top suggestions. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm practicing my Sarah, my worst hero in the game right now, seeing if I can make some Sarah happen. So, excuse the gameplay while I practice, but here are the top things that I think this game needs to succeed very, very fast and very soon. They need to roll these out as soon as possible. So number one is you do not have the ability in this game to team up with your friends. This is a team-based shooter, right? So this is, you know, the whole point of a game like this is to team up with your friends and to have fun, right? But you can't team up with your friends and have fun. So having a team or group mechanic in the game is absolutely necessary, in my opinion, and is something that is probably the most important thing that they need to roll out as soon as possible. If they plan on, making this game truly competitive and what have you, people are not going to want to solo and roll with randos constantly. They're going to want to do pre-mades. They're going to want to do interesting comps, and it's something that's just going to be completely necessary for this game to succeed and to thrive. So that's one thing. That's the main thing I think that this game needs right now is team mechanics. Even if they don't roll out lots of other content, at least being able to play with your friends would extend the life of the current content that they have in the game significantly, in my opinion. Okay, so cool. Number two is they need to roll out competitive for this game as soon as possible, in my opinion. So competitive, this is a competitive team shooter, right? And right now, all you have is sort of casual modes. And so to keep players motivated to continue to play this game, you need to give them not only a battle pass and a leveling system, but you need to give them the ability to climb the ladder and to give them other ways to succeed and other ways to kind of measure how good they're getting, and to give them other ways to feel like they have a sense of progression outside of the battle pass. So that's one thing that I think is super important for this game to succeed, and hopefully competitive is rolled out in the next season. I hope. And when competitive is rolled out, I feel like they cannot pack competitive games full of bots. So that's the next thing that I think is super important for this game, is they need to focus on marketing. MADFINGER Games has just rolled out some, YouTube videos on their YouTube channel to their current followers and people that already like them, and that's fine. I understand you want to get everybody who already follows your game to be interested in your new game, but that's people that already know about MADFINGER Games, and most of those people have probably already installed the game. And so the issue there is that, server population on iOS is very low right now. I have played about a couple hundred games on iOS. I'm currently playing on Android on my NVIDIA Shield, and as it stands, 1 to 2 players per team on iOS are human, and the rest are bots right now. And the game just launched. Like, they did their big launch pre-registration thing, right? That's bad. That's very, very bad. You cannot have teams primarily composed of bots if you're planning on rolling out competitive in the future. And the only way for them to fix that problem is to do traditional marketing, to run Facebook ads, to run Twitter ads, to run Google ads, to do influencer marketing, and just to straight up pay money to get people to play your game. Like, that's how every mobile game does it. That's how every developer ever does it, is paying money for traditional marketing. And that's the biggest thing that is needed so that this game can succeed. And hopefully MADFINGER Games can really step it up in the next season there. Otherwise, server population on iOS is going to be just next to nothing. I don't know if I'm going to go back to play on iOS until I see some marketing happening from MADFINGER Games on iOS. As soon as I jumped on Android, server populations were significantly higher. Like, there are tons of human players in the game, and honestly, this game just isn't, in comparison, this game is not fun to play against bots versus playing against human players. Like, it's a competitive PvP game, not a PV bots game. If you want a PvE style experience, play Shadowgun Legends, right? Their other game, that's designed for PvE. Don't play against bots in a game like this. Now, certainly it's fun to practice against bots, and I understand that most games that launch have bots in the lobbies, and you have to have bots there at first to keep, you know, queue times low as you're kind of figuring out what everybody's levels and their elo is, and that's totally fine. But that's absolutely necessary. So those are the top 3 things this game needs right now to succeed. It needs competitive in the next season. It needs teams, to be the ability to team up with people so you can do team comps and play with your friends. And it needs marketing, traditional marketing now to succeed. Everything else is secondary, in my opinion. New heroes, new maps, new modes, all totally secondary to those 3 things, in my personal opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to for more Shadowgun War Games. Hopefully I can get better with Sarah. As you saw, my performance was So I'm going to practice some more Sarah offline. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.